Hey, welcome back. This is going to be part 4 of the VTEC solenoid replacement removal. There's a little box right down there. Drove it out 70 miles an hour, ran just perfect, all that good stuff. I even tested it for a while. We definitely got a hit, got a winner. It's running perfect. So we jumped in the car. We was going to run down to somewhere, I don't know what it was, and started noticing a kind of a rattling sound from down in here. It has nothing to do with that. This is completely separate. It's one of those things that the fan belt is connected to. So this car has 170 plus thousand miles on it. They are Hondas, but they're not maintenance free. So you still got to do the routine stuff that you would with any vehicle. Water pump's going to go out, air conditioner's going to go out, etc., etc. Carrier pulley is going to go out. That's kind of where I'm at with this. Are we replacing the carrier pulley? Is it the water pump that's making the noise? Just what is it? I couldn't, with it running, you couldn't really tell where the sound was coming from. So with 170,000 miles, I'm thinking, and we've had an issue with it overheating since we've got it. She kind of told us that it would do that when we bought it. She's very upfront. She gives all the receipts of the stuff that's been done to this, and she's done a good job keeping it up. So with it having 170,000 miles, let me see if I can get a close-up of the radiator here. This had been hit in the front end, minor damage, but if you look at the coils on this, they are, this is the condensing coil for the air conditioner. It is prior to the radiator, which keeps the motor cool. There's a little bit of the damage from the front end hit, so it wasn't too serious, but with the rocks and debris and stuff coming up off the road over the years, it's taken its toll on them coils. Well, to keep the motor cool, the radiator, not only does that set of radiator have to be serviced, but this one out here does too. So it's going to be collecting bugs and any kind of dirt and road grime, debris and stuff that comes off the road. So to be on the safe side, since it's my wife's car, it's too complicated to try to take out the condensing coils because it's connected to the AC lines. So you don't have a whole lot of maneuverability of the coils. It's going to be easier for me to take off the hoses for the radiator, disconnect the fans, disconnect the bracket, take the radiator completely out. It's going to be smarter to flush this radiator, make sure the system is flushed and good and clean, and then I can access the back of the condensing coil, and I can wash it out from the back to the front. The problem is, and it's probably what's happened here, somebody's used a car wash and tried to blow it out. Well, when you do that, you flatten out a lot of the coils. When you flatten them out, then it doesn't get airflow. So we're going to blow it out from the back side with a garden hose, not a power washer, and try to flush as much of that out as we can. It may still end up needing the condensing coil changed out. We'll find out once we get into it. But we've got several different reliable vehicles. Still haven't had any problems with mine whatsoever. So that's our main transportation for right now. So I have the time and the ability to go ahead and work on this, take it apart and do it right. And we're eventually going to get into the suspension with bushings and rocker arms, that kind of thing. because like I said, with any vehicle, you're eventually going to get wear and tear that you just have to maintain the vehicle. I don't care if it's Ford, Chevy, any of them, Dodge, they've all got to be maintained. So I'm not giving expert advice. I'm not a mechanic. I don't particularly enjoy working on one because I have to. I like tinkering with any vehicles, whether it's motorcycles or this and that. But so this is what this is. This is me tinkering and getting this car back up to real good standards of what you would want if you're going to take it on a long trip. So anyway, that's about it for this video right here. What I'm going to do, I've already taken out the top clips, this whole grill. I'm going to be taking off, there's some more bolts under here. So I'm going to take off this front grill, probably the bumper, and I'll be able to get a much better view of what's going on in here and get this thing going. So I'll have another video, but it won't be part of the VTEC solenoid that this started out as. It's going to be whatever I discover is the problem with this. So, and don't be misled. This is not a worrying about having a lemon for a car. It's none of that. It's just routine maintenance. A lot of people, they get in them and drive them and just don't care. They don't change the oil and that kind of thing. So Honda is one of the most reliable cars that they make, and so I'll be posting another video. I'm posting this on Greens with Envy. That's where Greens with Envy Homestead. That's where we started this whole Honda Element thing. But I've started a brand new channel. It's called Texoma Honda Elements, and we're going to be starting a club with Texoma Honda Elements. Try to get some people to join up for that. Do some meetups. I'm going to be doing in the future. I'm going to be doing videos on first aid kits. A lot of people are taking these as camping vehicles, as Outlander trips, not necessarily full-time, full-wheel drive kind of Jeep tracks, but getting out in the country and enjoying the country and hiking and camping and that kind of thing. So going to be doing a video on first aid kits. I'm also going to be doing a video on communications. Be nothing more scary than being out in the woods. You know, a lot of times we don't have any kind of signal. You get out where you want to have fun out in the wilderness, you don't have a phone signal. Have no way to get a hold of 911, or even somebody that's still back at the campsite. You can't even get a hold of them. So we're going to do a video on comms. I have amateur radios, CB radios. I'm going to be getting into GMRS, and if I can get anything started in the Honda Element families, it would be getting everybody on board with the GMRS. Whether it's a first aid application, let's say you're out in the woods and you see somebody that's had some kind of first aid situation, you can contact someone else that can have a signal phone-wise and contact 911. Minor stuff like getting stuck or getting lost or just having fun with visiting with somebody else that's following you. Oh, you turned left? No, you should turn right back there. And there are handheld radios, the GMRS, handheld like a walkie-talkie, except these things get out 10, 15 miles. A mobile unit that you hook up to your car, they can get out, especially if you start using repeaters, 50 miles, or if you're using a repeater, no telling how far you could go. They will require a license, but it's not a test, it's just an application. You pay your fee, I think it's $35, and then you can get one of these radios. And anyway, I don't want to go into too much detail about the radios, but that's a video coming up. And again, first aid is very important when we're hitchhiking and doing the things we love to do out in the woods. So we'll be doing a video on that, and stay tuned. And again, the new channel is Texoma Honda Elements. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see if I can figure out a link to post on this that I can send you over to that new channel. Thanks for watching. See you down the road.